Right hand behind the back to himself. In the left hand, let the kiss off the glass.
Marbury on a crossover to the rim.
Jason Williams, and we'll see you on the nightly highlight shows from Tokyo.
What was that?
Great.
Weber back to Bibby, has the open shot.
With 7 seconds remaining in regulation. Kidd, the jumper to win it. He got it. Jason.
It sucked at first, because I didn't really want to leave Sacramento, but shout out to Bibby and the Kings. They got better when I got rid of me as a team, bro. In my eyes. What I know about basketball, that team was better when they got rid of me. They had a better chance of beating the Lakers with Bibby. Just the way he played.
Only a real one would say that, though. Most guys got too much pride to give give props to another point guard coming after them. That says a lot about you, bro.
Yeah. I'll just keep it real, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
YouTube, what's going on? WittyP coming back with another one. Let's get it. We're gonna talk some hoops today, but not only we're gonna talk some hoops, we're gonna talk about a big trade in the early 2000s that showed substance is always more productive than flash. Yes, and I'm always big on substance over flash because you need substance to really get the job done. Yeah, flash it look good, the oohs in the eyes, and you seen where I'm going with this video. You seen the thumbnail. Jason Kidd, Mike Bibby. Then you got Stephon Marbury and Jason Williams. And like all these point guards, especially Stephon Marbury, Mike Bibby, two of my favorite point guards, especially, growing up. Early 2000s, two of my favorite point guards. And Jason Kidd, the all-around point guard. He was magic after magic, I guess you could say, Jason Kidd. And Jason Williams, oh, sure. Talk about some flashy passes and, unpredictable. Oh, Jason Williams is the definition of unpredictable. White chocolate, yes. So I like all these point guards, and I have to be real. That trade, 2001, that was a big summer. That was a big summer, Mike Bibby going to Sacramento from the Grizzlies and Jason Kidd going to New Jersey from Phoenix. Got traded for, Jason Williams. He left Sacramento, went to the Grizzlies, and Stephon Marbury, left New Jersey and went to Phoenix. And Mike Bibby and Jason Kidd, their team got much better, much better. The Nets made 2 consecutive NBA Finals, and Mike Bibby got the Sacramento Kings to the Western Conference Finals, along with Chris Webber. Mike Bibby was not the number one guy. They were loaded. Sacramento, Stojakovic, Hedo Turkoglu, Bobby Jackson, Vlade Divac, Doug Christie. Sacramento had a squad, especially in the early 2000s. But yes, why do I feel like, the Nets got better and the Kings got better? But we know Stephon Marbury, talented, crazy skill set, Stephon Marbury. Jason Williams, flashy, nice passes, but the substance that Jason Kidd and Mike Bibby brought. Let's be real. Now we break down the Nets. Jason Kidd, communication. He can communicate better with guys. Stephon Marbury, he faced a lot of injuries. Keith Van Horn was hurt. Stephon Marbury even said, faced a lot of injuries, when I was in New Jersey. But Jason Kidd, communicate better. Stephon Marbury, come off one of those guys, sort of, keep to himself, not very vocal. Stephon Marbury, Jason Kidd, he communicate. He's active, he's talking, and he's a pass-first point guard. That's the key as well. Jason Kidd was a pass-first point guard, and for that team, they running the floor. Richard Jefferson, Keith Van Horn spotting up. Kid Martin on the pick and roll. He fit the team's strengths as well. Kerry Kittles coming off screens, pin downs, things like that. Jason Kidd hitting them. Keith Van Horn in the corner. Richard Jefferson transition running the floor, lob. Kid Martin pick and roll, lobs. It fit Jason Kidd's play style. Stephon Marbury was a scoring point guard. He went to Phoenix. Phoenix had a few good years before they started to go downhill, but Phoenix had a few good years with Amari Stoudemire over there with Sean Marion and Stephon Marbury. You know, Stephon Marbury first got to Phoenix. He made the All-Star team 2002. Stephon Marbury did. But Jason Kidd, just more cohesive, communicate better, a team guy. You know, he talked. Mike Bibby. Why did the Kings get better when Jason Williams leave? Jason Williams, you know, like I say, exciting, flashy, unpredictable. Mike Bibby, more composed. He valued more possessions. Rick Adams even said Mike Bibby's a better basketball player. He can get to the basket. Obviously, he can shoot. And they didn't need all those flashy passes and shit that Jason Williams was doing. They didn't, because Chris Webber was a point forward in himself. He was. Vlade Divac can pass the ball as well. So they didn't need a ball-dominant point guard. The Kings didn't. See, I love hoops. This is why I'm breaking it down like this. I love hoops because I've never seen anyone break down these trades. These trades, you know, with the 4 point guards. This is a big year. You know, they didn't need a ball-dominant point guard when you had Vlade Divac, Chris Webber, two of the best passing fours and centers that you will find. So Mike Bibby, more of a scoring point guard, you know, can play off everyone. That's how the Kings play. Everybody moving without the ball when Mike Bibby got there. They wasn't as ball dominant. And Jason Williams went on to mature as a player when he went to the Grizzlies because Hubie Brown was his coach. And they made the playoffs. You know, the Grizzlies, young Grizzlies. I don't know if it was that same year, but I know the Grizzlies ended up making the playoffs like 2003. I know for sure when Mike Miller, Stromile Swift, young Pau Gasol, you know, Shane Battier. You know, that Grizzlies team, they were young. They were young, but, you know, they were up and coming. They were up and coming, that Grizzlies team. Lorenzen Wright, you know, they had a squad. You know, I'm a guru. I love this hoop shit. You know, I love this shit. But, yeah, Kings got better, but they couldn't get over that hump. You know, Lakers was running shit. You know, they were running shit early 2000s, Lakers, you know. So they couldn't get over that hump, and they got some help from Tim Donaghy as well. You know, the Lakers got some help. But the Kings had a Game 7. This is why I don't give Kings any sympathy for losing that Lakers series, because they had 2 games. Yeah, they got cheated in Game 6, shit like that. But they had another Game 7 at home. And I think they missed, like, a lot of threes or a lot of free throws. I can't remember, but the Kings shitted the bed at home in that Game 7. That's why I can't say, oh, the 2002 real champs are the Kings. I don't do that sorrow shit. No, the Kings were a great team, and I wish they would have won because I love Mike Bibby. That was my favorite point guard around that time, and Chris Webber, I love that team. You know, but no, they had another. If that was the last game, I would have been like, damn, yes, they got cheated. But the Kings had a Game 7. They went home and wet the bed. So some people can say the momentum was already swung or whatever. No, I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that. I don't give excuses. I'm one of those type of people. I don't give excuses. It got to be really like the last thing that happened for me to give that excuse. I'm not an excuse type of person. I'm just not. You know, I'm not a sympathy person either. Like, I'm just not. But yeah, the Kings had a Game 7 and went to bed at home. Shitty about that. But yeah, they also blew a big lead, but you know, the Lakers had a lot of free throws thanks to, you know, Tim Donaghy, you know, in that Game 6. But yeah, but Kings, they got better when Mike Bibby went there, and we know what the Nets did. 2 consecutive NBA Finals, you know, when Jason Kidd got over to the Nets. So substance over flash, because Marbury, you know, the passes, the crossovers, you know, I love Marbury, one of my favorite point guards, but I keep it real. I could talk this real shit, you know what I'm saying? So have Marbury, Jason Williams, white chocolate, passing with his elbow and shit like that. Hoop talks, you know. Substance over flash. Let me know what y'all think. Drop some down in the comments. You know, the big trade, early 2000s, you know, 4 point guard. But let me know what y'all think. Hoop talk. Comment, like, subscribe, so you can help share the video. If you're entertaining, hit that cash app. Come check me.